Hello, this is the LDM Show, and this is our segment called Speak Out, where we're going to be speaking about many, many different topics. Some you like, some you don't. We don't care. This is Speak Out. I'm Charles Laloma.
I'm Will D.
And we're going to be talking about a topic that's very sensitive and very political, I think, in the streets. Black Lives Matter.
They do.
Or you like me. All lives matter.
Not true.
Let's find out. And this is our time for the debate. Dun, dun. Let's go. You want to go first? Go ahead. The podium is all yours, man.
Okay.
Tell me why Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter is a movement to really talk about how black people have been, targeted by police, how we've been oppressed for a while. Like, just it's really about what's happening to us as a community, because it's blatant. It's more blatant. It's more in the news. It's a lot of the racial conflict that's been happening in America the last 5 to 10 years specifically, and openly in media. And to bring that to the attention of people, to bring a unity around it. And I feel like the idea that all lives matter, like, not to say in general all lives matter isn't true, but the hashtag, the movement that comes around, I feel all it does is undermine the Black Lives Matter movement.
But what is really a hashtag Black Lives Matter? Half of the people that started the hashtag Black Lives Matter were when these gangsters were getting shot. Basically, you're a gangster, you got shot, that's your job. You got shot by a police, I understand that. Police are acting out and you got shot. But what happened to, those 4 murders, let's say. This week happened, 4 cops killed. But what happened to those other 500 and 300, exaggeration mode, but all those killings that were happened by black versus black? Don't their lives matter too?
They do. No one's saying that black on black crime doesn't exist. But what the movement
But that's not what the hashtag matter is for. Hashtag matter is mostly because these cops are killing the black people.
What is the hashtag? Black Lives Matter. It has nothing. It says nothing in the hashtag about cops only. Like I said, it's to bring attention to the oppression to the black people, especially
that cops are killing black people.
But not just cops. It's just the loss of black youth that's happening across America is really what the movement's about. And it's unjust loss of black youth. It could be gangs killing each other. It can be the cops killing each other. But it's that all this is happening to these young black, and more specifically males than even the women, right. And how it's like ingrained in society lately, and bringing that to the attention of people, and like trying to bring notice. And in fact, it's not just blacks using the hashtag; it's unifying it all. To say all lives matter was actually going in the Black Matters movement, because
of the Black Lives Matter thing was going basically because they were talking about how cops are killing us black.
I mean, that's what really
it means. So when you tell someone Black Lives Matter, the first thing is that those damn cops. So
that's not what it means.
Basically, we know it doesn't mean that, but this is what the people are generating and taking it out when they see the I seen hashtag Black Lives Matter shirts. The first thing I see is the cop killing the kid. They don't say nothing about just black people dying but there's so many different homicides with all these gangsters killing them. That's where it starts. So why can't we just say, listen, the cops are not killing. The cops can only kill 1% of the homicides is done by a police officer. So what's up with the other ones?
Well, let's think about this. It's not just that. It doesn't start with gangs killing. It doesn't start with blacks killing blacks. It starts with a racial oppressive system that America has. And then from there, you have...
But who has more of the racists right now? Because if I look at it, half of the black people and the Spanish people are being more racist than the white person.
Well, to be fair, blacks and Hispanics can't be racist. Literally, by the term of the word, they can't be, like the definition of the word, they can't be racist. They can be prejudiced. They cannot be racist. To be racist, it means that you have to, whoever's in charge, whoever has the power, whoever's socially, in this case, it's only white people, because they're the ones who dominate the society that we live in. They can be racist.
But why are they dominating the society?
That's
because no blacks and Hispanic people want to stand up for the real reasons of why we need to fight.
If you want to talk about why they dominate, we can talk about the oppressive systems that are ingrained in the jail system, the structure. I mean, they dominate because they're the ones who dominate the land in the first place. They've instilled socialized racism into the planning of America.
Even that's in the case, but they doing it from the get-go. Since Lincoln, there's always been racism and all that. Yes, we're gonna go from here. But when you start seeing little black kids walking around and the mothers pulling them, even with the white people, start pulling the kids over. It doesn't start because they got a jail oh, they're building so many jails because they're trying to say they're going to take all our black people into the jail system. No, they're building jails because the black and the Hispanics are so much want to rob, kill, do all this stuff. They have to build these damn things to keep them set. But at the same time, why don't we just say to ourselves, what is the matter? Why are we acting up? Why is this going on? Because the whole thing I really, really hate is when you have inside race problems. Where Spanish are not liking Spanish because they got money. Because they got this, they got that.
That institutionalized system actually goes back to the Europeans. I mean, especially if we're talking about Black Lives Matter. The difference between light-skinned blacks and dark-skinned blacks and the hatred for each other goes back to the white man allowing some of the slaves to be in the house and some to be in the field. It all goes back to the system formatted by the Europeans.
But to me, that's, okay, you had what we call the house N and the field N, you know, I don't want to say the whole word, but you had these guys out there like that. And that all started with jealousy. Instead of saying, damn, I'm proud of that guy that he made it inside the house. It wasn't like that.
Well, it's not jealousy because they earned it. It's literally because, well, look, your mom got raped by that guy, and you're light enough to stay in his house. So why is it that your mom was a slave like me? Why aren't you out here with me? And
that's called shade.
It's not shade. Well, technically, it's fucking shade. But I mean,
that's being shady.
The difference is that the slave owner would be more accepting of them, and it's just like you're really. They built that. They purposely did that to make. They think that these ones think that they're higher. They think, well, we're white. We get to stay in the house. They come at it where they think they're better. I mean, I know a lot of light skinned like. Well, we can talk about Cape Verdeans on this one because
even in the Dominican Republic, they do it right now.
There's a whole shade issue.
They
the ones who lie to think they're better because they're more pure. I mean, it's asinine, but I mean the
whole thing when you're saying, because when I hear Black Lives Matter, it's like, oh well, if you watch how many people got shot and killed by cops, they're not all black. You understand?
No, it's not. But
and they're not all. And the percentage of it, if you look at the pictures, percentage of them got shot. Yeah, these cops are scared. Why? Maybe
because of the stereotypes that they place on a race.
Not only the stereotype, but the media has been showing, and this is where I agree with the media showing too many of the bad stuff. That's why I'm glad we have our regular LDM show that we show the good stuff.
That's true.
But media shows bad stuff here and there. But if you think about it, media plays a part in everyone. And when you're walking down the street and you see a bunch of 10 guys, hoodie and all that, you're gonna get nervous and gonna walk around the other side. It's like even if you don't walk to the other side, your mind is still saying, I gotta watch these guys.
We're talking about a system where like 1 out of 3 black males that are tried or on any cases are ever arrested, not convicted, but they're like 1 out of every 3 are convicted and sent to jail. 1 out of 7 Latinos, the males, sent to jails. But 1 out of 17 white men arrested, tried, or anything like that are actually sent to jail. We have systems where the prisons are owned by corporations, right? Mm-hmm. Where they literally want more prisoners to actually produce more free labor, and then the cops will in turn start to arrest more people so that more people have the chance. I mean, we have lesser crimes, the RICO laws, everything like that, set up to make sure that you're institutionalizing minorities as a whole. But they gun for African Americans more. They fear us more because we're the original guys that they fear in the first place. That's why they enslaved us.
Yeah, but if you think about it, why fight in a certain way for like hashtag Black Lives Matter when they protesting and stuff like that? Why you gotta protest in such an animal type way when you want to fight somebody, hit somebody? That's why people are not taking
part of the Black Lives Matter movement. I mean, that has been completely peaceful. Those that have started movements.
Some of them.
But no, you have to every civil rights movement. You have the group that's like Martin Luther King, where you
act up,
and then you have your Malcolm X.
And I would say if people, us, Black, Spanish, no Asians. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Black, Spanish, because you don't really see them unless they complaining that they didn't get into a karate movie. It's about it.
Wow.
Hey, I'm just saying, this is what we think about, right?
I mean, you're right, because they mad at Iron Fist saying...
they mad at Iron Fist. But hey, what I'm trying to really say is, instead of fighting for the stupid things, fight for something that's really, really good, which Black Lives Matter, yes, is okay. But when you're doing Black Lives Matter, let's stay to the real reason. Don't take it to a different topic where, okay, is the cops killing this? Because honestly, Black and Puerto Rican, we're killing each other more than cops are. So let's really put it to the point.
To be fair, all races kill more of their own race than they do any other race because that's who they're surrounded by. So let's not just point this out that blacks killing blacks, Hispanics killing Hispanics, Asians kills Asians, whites kill white. Everybody kills themselves because you will rage out against who you're surrounded by. But if you really want to look at crimes, we can look at African Americans and Latinos where when they want to attack someone, like they're going for somebody. Yeah, they may not kill the person they're trying to kill when they shoot or stab whatever the drive-by, but they only go maybe kill 1 or 2 people. And when you see white people lash out, that's when you get incidents like Sammy Hook and stuff like that, where they go crazy. Because black and Latinos know about the struggle. We can deal with struggle.
We don't do trench coats and stuff like that.
So if you really want to get into all that, we can get into all that. But frankly, Black Lives Matter is a movement where when you put in all lives matter, when you try to throw everybody else's problems into it.
Well, all lives matter is basically trying to say, listen, it's not just a black thing. Like you said, every race kills each other. So every race needs to understand all lives matter.
And all lives matter, but the point of Black Lives Matter is to bring attention, literally the systematic oppression and the allowance. Like, look, when other races get attacked by cops, a lot of the time, and the Latinos will get this more than blacks, the justice where the cop will at least be put on trial. We've had so many cases in the last 5 to 10 years where these cops are like, oh, well, they might have to just get desk duty for like 2 weeks, that type of thing. Or,
yeah.
You know, homeboy in Florida who what is it? He killed the young boy, Trayvon Martin. He got off completely. Absolutely completely. And funded by the KKK and everything was cool. This is the type of stuff that can't be accepted. This is why Black Lives Matter was put out there. Because it's not literally just the cops. It's just all the unjust deaths of African Americans. And it's more so than any other race.
It's a lot of things. We even like beeping sound. I think that the cops are coming to get us because we're talking about blacks and white. They're trying to shut us down. The brother man is trying to keep me down. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, he ain't no brother. He's just the man.
He's just a man.
Just the man.
He's just a man that's trying to keep us down.
Pigs.
You know, we talk about like this. Don't think that that I'm all for blacks or I'm all for whites, but we always have to have a debate to show you guys how it's sounding out there in the world with people fighting against each other for one reason. All reasons are correct. Now, I do got to give it to the Black Lives Matter being pissed at hashtag All Lives Matter, because you would have not said All Lives Matter if they would have never came out with Black Lives Matter. That I can fight with. But again, this is the LDM Show, and we're out here, you know, just speaking what you guys are thinking. And we're just saying it like that. What you think? There's really black on black crime, Spanish on Spanish crime. The crime really is the damn things that are going on outside that we're fighting for, and the things that we're supposed to be fighting for, we're not. That's the crime.
That's true.
That's basically what the crime.
The real crime is just all the loss that's happening.
Right.
All the people that get.
All the tragedy in the middle of everything is where the crime is really being taken care of.
It doesn't really matter who does it, the cops, each other, anyone. There's a lot of innocent people just lost.
Yeah. Well, let's try to save a life, man, and educate. I think that's the best thing we can do to start saving lives. And when you do protests, let's have these innocent, smart protests. Don't give them something else to
He's MLK, I'm Malcolm X. Kill them all.
Hey. You know, he just like, hey, just get them all.
Hey, look, if we have Baltimore,
non-violence.
We have Baltimore in every major city. I bet you something would happen besides a speech from Obama.
I don't know. What you guys think? Let's go. Hashtag it at the LDM Show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Maybe you can do it in YouTube. But everything is at the LDM Show. Hashtag speaks out. I'm Charles Laloma.
I'm Will D.
And we'll be talking next time with you about who knows. Whatever pisses us off and you piss us off, we're going to have to talk about this.
We see you. We know your social media. Yeah. We see you.
We got you. See you next week.
He's got me. He's guilty of loving me.
Hey, you've been watching the LDM Show? Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know.